boo, ba, 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 ba. I know, right? I'm so excited. We're gonna talk about crystals. I love crystals. Hey guys, I hope y'all are doing all right. So, welcome back to Kaylee's Dread Shed. I am Kaylee and it's very nice to meet you. If this is your first time on that channel, on my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I will love you forever and ever. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Right, so I am so excited because today I am going to be talking about my favourite crystals. I love crystals. Absolutely love crystals. They are amazing. So I'm going to talk about my top 5 crystals, the ones that I use every day and surround my life and what they mean to me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right to it. Okay, hey guys, so I am going to start off talking a little bit about what crystals mean to me, how I kind of got my journey started on crystals, and how I kind of work with them. So I was lucky enough to actually be introduced into crystals when I was very young, thanks to one of my aunties, my Auntie Karen. She's amazing, she's a wonderful little witch, and it is amazing. So she introduced me to crystals when I was a kid. So I was very, very open and very kind of interested in the experience of what crystal does. I did fall away from crystals during my teenage life, but I came back into crystals maybe about 4 years ago now, and I have never left them ever since. So I have actually managed to get quite a selection of crystals. I must have over 100 crystals. So I started working with crystals when I was very young. And of course they've kind of always been around in my environment. I always had certain crystals that I never actually knew their meaning of, but I've had them for so many years, and it wasn't till later that I then actually realised the kind of influence and the power of it they had over my life. So I find crystals are something that, especially in my spiritual journey, are really, I am really attracted to them. Really attracted to them. The way I work with crystals is that crystals, when I run my hands over a crystal that I feel is like calling my name or wanting to talk to me or wants to be with me, I get mad tingling feelings in my hands. Now, this is the experience that I get and the experience that I feel when I work with crystals. When you guys work with crystals or when other people work with crystals, it may be completely different. You may get a completely different feeling. Everybody connects with crystals differently. And it depends on who you are and how you work with it. You will find your way with crystals, how they talk to you and how you talk to them as well. So everybody has their different ways of working with it. For me, I really like them in my hands. It's to feel them I've got a lot of Pam crystals. I'm going to reach behind this camera and get, like, this is my opal ball. Love my opal ball. I run with them in my hands all the time. And I work with crystals a lot by touching them, by feeling them. I always have crystals on me. I am almost never without crystals. And my place is absolutely covered in crystals. Absolutely covered in crystals. All over my windowsills, on my altars. They're as you walk through the doorway. They're on my doors. I have them as protection. I have them for focusing. I work with crystals. I find maybe once a month, I will take a whole day out to work with my crystals. And to connect with them and to cleanse with them and to reprogram them and all this kind of stuff. So yes, I am crystal daft, absolutely crystal daft. It's the thing I connect to most, I feel, and it keeps me really grounded and really centered. They help me a lot. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you my top 5 crystals. Now this was so hard to make this list because I love so many crystals and I have so many crystals, but my top 5 favorite crystals to work with on a day-to-day basis and how they affect me. Okay, so my first crystal, which I have to say is my favorite crystal ever, is amethyst. And now I am February born, so amethyst is my birthstone. Amethyst was one of my first crystals. Of course, it's your birthstone. That normally is your first crystal. But amethyst is, this crystal is so powerful right now and it's so nice. Amethyst is one of my favourite crystals. It's always really attracted to me. I love the purple, the deep purples. Amethyst is just look at that stone. Look how beautiful that stone is. I just love it to pieces, and it just radiates so much with me. I have a lot of amethyst that I kind of go around. I've got amethyst rings that I never take off. I love amethyst so much. Amethyst is a great kind of all-round stone. It's a really, really high vibrating stone. It's really, really good for your third eye, and it's really, really good for heightening your state of consciousness. It's a great protection stone. It's just a really, really good all-round stone for protecting, for grounding, for heightening your consciousness, for helping you during meditation. For amethyst is just an amazing stone. It's such a high vibration. It's got such a high frequency, and it's just, it just does so much for me. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And it is this I came across this lovely baby. I got given it as a gift, as my 21st birthday gift from my very, very loving parents. And I thank them so much for it, because it's like my favourite stone, and she sits with me on my altar. Oh, and she's just my baby. I absolutely love it. It's like this one here is normally in my overalls when I'm painting. So I use crystals a lot, especially amethyst when I am painting or making art. I feel like amethyst is just, so this is always in my overalls. She's a lovely nice point, and I feel like she just helps me connect to a higher plane of consciousness when I'm busy creating and busy being all inventive. So yes, my favourite stone ever is amethyst. I am February born, it is my birthstone, and it just radiates me with so much, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Second favourite crystal of all time is fluorite. So fluorite, this is my lovely nice fluorite, looks like this. Fluorite is a madly colourful stones. It can come in a really, really dark purple. This is my water bottle. So you can get really, really dark purples going through to light blues. Fluorite to me is oh, my water bottle is leaking. So fluorite to me calls to me. Currently right now, in the past few years, has been calling my name. I have been so attracted to it, and I honestly think it's because it's like water. I'm Aquarius, so I am so attracted to water. I have so many water signs. I love water. I was a swimmer growing up, and I just feel so at home in water. And I think one of the reasons why I'm so attracted to fluorite, not fluoride, fluorite, is because it looks like water and reminds me of water. And for me, fluorite has a very, very calming effect. So if I feel like my anxiety is through the roof, or if I'm nervous, or if I'm going into a new situation, the stone that I go for is fluorite. And for me, it's just really, really calming. It's like the ocean. It's like when I hold it in my hands, I feel the vastness and grandness of the ocean. It's almost like I can hear the water and feel it as I touch the stone. And of course, fluorite is also in my water bottle. Now, I put crystals in my water in order to kind of power and energize my water, so that I'm drinking lovely, nice, fresh water. Talking about it, I'm actually thirsty, making myself thirsty talking about water. Except for the fact my bottle leaks. Of course it leaks. So yeah, for me, fluorite is the stone that I go to if I feel like I am panicked, or I am stressed, or I feel like I'm having a really, really anxious day. Fluorite is what I go to. And of course, I drink from this water bottle every single day. So I get my fluorite enhanced water, which I feel does wonders for my water. I don't drink water out of any other substance other than my crystal bottle. The next stone I am going to go talk about, which honestly for me is the stone that I think everybody, even if you're not into crystals whatsoever, everybody should have this stone. And it is rose quartz. So rose quartz is all about self-love, baby. All about loving yourself. All about making sure that you are so happy and in love with who you are. She sits next to my bed. She helps me at night, and sometimes I like to sit on my heart chakra and sit with her and just hold her and just love. I think one of the biggest lessons that I have learned in life is all about self-love. If you want to be happy in life, you have to come from a place of love. If you love yourself, you will love everything else around you. And if you give out so much love, all you're going to get back is love in return. If you want to change the world and make it a better place, start with yourself and start with loving yourself. So I love it. I think everybody should have a rose quartz. Everybody needs to love themselves. Everybody needs to know that they are amazing in every way possible. You know, I tell myself I love myself every single day, even though I question my sanity and everything like this. I tell myself I love myself every single day. My rose quartz is going to do that. Rose quartz, all about self-love. Gotta love yourself to love the world. But yeah, everybody should have a rose quartz. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So the next stone I am going to go talk about is obsidian. So obsidian is, for you guys, those that are interested, is the moon that I always wear on my neck. Obsidian to me is my protection stone. I am almost never without this crystal. Never. For me, the black helps protect against evil. It wards off any of the negative possibilities. But obsidian is lava. It's lava that got cooled so quickly it couldn't even crystallize. I love it. I am never without it. For me, she's a protection. I've got her on my doors. I've got it in tiny little places as you walk in and out of the room, and I always have obsidian on my neck. Now, I use quite a few protection stones, but obsidian is my main protection stone. Obsidian is such a truth seeker. It just kind of, nothing can be hidden from it, you know? It just searches for the truth, and it makes you so honest. I love obsidian. The obsidian is just, she protects me. She is my protection stone, and I never take. When I'm kind of researching crystals and looking at crystals, I use, of course, the Crystal Bible. The Crystal Bible. Everybody got one. If you don't, get yourself a Crystal Bible. But I also find that sometimes, because a crystal in a book, because it has a specific meaning, doesn't mean that that's going to be the meaning that's for you. Okay, so like the obsidian is you know, it has a high vibration frequency, and it's a stone of truth and no boundaries and limitations. But for me, obsidian is all about protection. She is my protection stone, and that's the way I use her, and that's the way she wants me to use her. Ignore the fact I give my crystals his or her names. You know, it doesn't matter. They're different. They're beyond boundaries. Beyond. They're beyond. Far beyond. But yeah, simply just because a crystal has a meaning in a book does not mean that meaning in that book is going to be what the crystal does for you. Okay? Crystals can do all sorts of different things. It doesn't matter what somebody else has written about it. That might just be what somebody else has written about it. It could be completely different for you. I find that with quite a lot of my stones is that I try not to, you know, read about it and go, oh, if I buy an amethyst, I'm buying an amethyst because it's for meditation and meditation only. I think you have to listen to the crystal. You have to learn and figure out how you work with a crystal, not how somebody else tells you work with a crystal, or how somebody else tells the crystal should work with you. I don't think that's how it works. And I think a lot of different crystals can have lots of different meanings to lots of different people. Okay, and the last stone I'm going to go talk about is labradorite. I hope I say that right. It's a very long word. Labradorite. Right, labradorite. Labradorite is an absolutely stunning stone. I don't know, hopefully you can see that in the light. And she has flecks of mad rainbow colours in labradorite. Here is the other one. This is the necklace I got, and I absolutely love it. I hope you can see that kind of fleck of colour. Labradorite, for me, I am so attracted to the beauty of labradorite. She is a really, really powerful protection stone. She also raises your consciousness, and she's just amazing, really, absolutely amazing. And I'm so attracted. It's that fleck of colour. How in nature can something so colourful be created so naturally? Like, how can such beauty come from a rock? But then how old is this rock? It far exceeds everything. Labradorite is such an amazing stone. She's for me one of the most beautiful stones. She has a quality to her that is just not like any other. You do get other beautiful stones like opal. Opal is a gorgeous stone, and opal has some crazy colours in it. But labradorite is the same. She is just absolutely stunning. She's a good protection stone, so I keep her in the corners of my room as I walk in, and I do wear her quite a lot. I have quite a lot of labradorite jewellery. It's really, really beautiful jewellery. And yeah, for me, she is a protection stone, another protection stone. In life, I feel like I do protect myself a lot from possibilities. I use crystals mainly from this, a few kind of meditation techniques and kind of imagination techniques of my weird witchy stuff. We'll get into that in another video. But yeah, for me, I find I do protect myself with crystals mainly. Mainly crystals are my protection. I protect my body itself, physical body and psychic body. And I also protect my home with crystals to make sure no harm comes of me and no harm comes of my home. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't be afraid to drop me comments below. Tell me what your favourite crystals are. Everybody has different favourite crystals. Tell me how they work with you. If this is your first time on the channel and you like this video, give this video a like and subscribe. I love you forever. Also, if you want to, head over to Instagram and follow me on @Kaylee's Dreadshed. And you can see a lot more of my personal life. So yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I really, really hope you guys are having a lovely day. See ya!